Hello friends, welcome to another tutorial using .NET Core with C Sharp. So in the last video we saw that how to create a simple .NET application inside Visual Studio Code. In this lesson we're gonna see how to take input from console and writing back to the console. So basically this program will be a little bit more interactive. So just in case you still haven't seen the previous video, there I have explained how to install Visual Studio Code, .NET Core, and C Sharp for Visual Studio Code. So do watch that video if you still don't have installed this Visual Studio Code. So first, what we'll do, we'll open our command terminal. So in case now, then we'll navigate to our destination folder. In case it will be my tutorials. Inside that we'll create another new folder. So MD, we'll call it input output. So go inside that, and then basically we'll follow the same steps to create a new .NET project. So it will be just simple .NET new. So now it will create one new project has been created inside that, and then we'll open this folder inside our Visual Studio Code. So click on Explorer, open folder, and select the folder. Now as you can see, we got two files. One is one simple console application, other one is project.json. Now you might get prompted for adding these two things. First of all, will be some required assets to build and debug. So we'll click yes. So that will happen on its own. There is some VS Code, one new folder will come, is VS Code, and other one will be some project dependencies are there. We'll anyhow, in last video we did it manually. Now we'll just click restore and it should restore our stuff. So basically it's now restoring packages for this. We have to wait a couple of seconds for this. It's working. It's done now. So once this is done, we'll hide it and we'll basically open our program.cs. We'll hide our console. So in this program, what it should do, it should ask the user for his name or her name. Then once they enter that name, and it should prompt them back hello with the username. So first thing what we will do, we'll change this line to write please enter your name. So what this basically is console.writeLine does, it's basically writes something to the console. Basically in our case when we run it, it will be our the terminal window. Then what we will do, we'll ask user for their input. So we'll create a new string, we'll call it user name, and this will be console dot read line. So basically what this console.readLine does, this thing basically reads whatever the console has, whatever is inputted inside the console, and it will put inside this username variable. Then we want to print the username with our message. So there are basically two ways you can do that. First one is through string concatenation. What does it mean? So basically we'll add another string, in this case our this username, with another string. So how it looks like, so we'll write console dot write line, we'll do double quotes, write hello and space, then we'll add with the plus symbol and this username. That's it. So basically what this program should do is it should ask the user for their username, and then once the user has entered their name, it should print hello with that username. So in order to run that, we'll hit command control, we'll open the command terminal, and then we'll simply write .NET run. So let's see what happens. So it's coming. See, our first message, please enter your username has printed, which was a command out right line, and the cursor has stopped here. Now suppose we are if we enter here John and then we press enter, then it says hello John. So our program runs as expected. So there is one other way how we can write this thing. That will be using string replacements. So for that we'll just comment out this line. So if you for commenting out any line, so means that that particular line will not be executed inside your program. So if we press the slash button 2 times, it will be turning like this. So now if we run, it will just say this line will not be executed. So we won't see our name, uh, our message over here. So what should we do? The other way, what how we can print it is console dot write line, and we'll enter our message here, HLO. Then inside two curly braces, we'll write 0. 0 will be the index of the string. So means it always starts from the 0. So if I write username here, so what this will basically do is whatever this contents of this username string variable, it will be replaced with here like this. So if we are having multiple, it will be replaced like that. We'll come back to that in a moment. So but let's run this one again first. So we'll simply write .NET run, and it should ask for our name. We'll write snow, then hello snow. So it works as same as before. Now let's go a step further. Let's ask user for their first name and their last name. So we'll make a few changes over here. So first we'll comment out this line and we'll change this to first name. We'll change the enter your first name. Here we'll change it. Then again we'll basically copy the whole thing. Control C and then again Control V for this thing. Let's say so we'll change the variable to last name, and here we'll also change to enter your last name. Got changed, done. Now we can print out the same message now, but in this time the user has to enter their last name and first name both. So first we'll do with string concatenation. How we'll do? Hello, we'll add this first name, then plus we need to add one space in between. So what we'll do, we'll add one space, then we'll add the last name, then we'll add the last name. So if we run this program now, what should happen? It should ask us to enter our first name, then the last name. Once we have entered those, it should show hello with the full name. So let's try out .NET run. Nice. So it's asking for, so we'll write J. The first name is John, last name is Snow. Hello, John Snow. Isn't it wonderful? Now we'll do this same thing using the second method by string replacement. So in order to do that, just we'll comment out this line and uncomment this line, and then instead of 0 is one string, then here we'll add 1. So whatever is there in the first position, that will be taken as 0. So instead of username, we'll add first name, comma, then we can have one more. It will be last name. So now what should happen? The first name should come at 0th position. The last name should come at first position. So if we run this, so again we'll run it .NET run. It should ask us for enter your first name. We'll again write John Snow, and it should show hello John Snow. Here, if we switch the position of this 0 and 1, it should give us the appropriate output. So suppose we want the last name to be printed first. So how we will do? We'll just simply remove this 1 from here and we'll write it here. So inside curly braces 10. So now it should print, in our case the last name will be printed here, the first name will be printed here. So let's again run this program. .NET run and asking for our first name, last name. Hello Snow John. See, now the position got interchanged. So that's about it for this lesson. uh, in next lesson we'll see some more different stuff, some types and what are the variable types, native types available for this. And if you still haven't seen the previous video how to install the Visual Studio Code and other how to get going, do watch that video and we'll come back to you soon. Bye bye.